between the Cleveland Browns and the Los Angeles Chargers. Championship game. Off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Throwing on first down is Murray. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw is Murray. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Murray now to throw. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They will run for the first time in Miles Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Murray from midfield. This one into the hands of Burton.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Murray now on first down. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Murray on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Browns are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
The score, Browns 7, Chargers 0. Jack Watts set to kickoff.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Kamara running right. He gets away from one. He finds some open field here. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. 72 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run here with Connor. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. James Conner, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we'll tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Jody Sly set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And these guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
That's well, right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards, it's 3rd and very low. Flushed out right. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Miles Sanders. Touchdown run, and the Browns have taken the lead. Looks good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7.
Browns 14, Chargers 7. Jack Fox
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, they pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Always so many storylines when you're playing January football. And, Charles, you talk about this offense, their head coach, it's his first time in charge in the playoffs. And I think you and I were both kind of surprised by his demeanor and specifically his comments and his confidence at the press conference where he really all but guaranteed a victory.
Yeah, I was a little bit taken aback because you don't normally see that. And on one hand, it's like, all right, cool. He feels great about his team. But on the other hand, I don't think it's in his best interest to do that. How many playoff games has he won again, Brandon?
None.
So there's your answer right there. I guess what he was trying to do was fire up his team, but he has to make sure he doesn't fire up the other guys because there have been a lot of coaches who've made guarantees that are no longer coaching in this league.
Third and 8.
On third down, Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jadeveon Clowney drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Browns will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Snap comes to Murray at 1. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. And here's a quick throw to Hamler on the edge.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run on first down. It's Sanders, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12. At the 31-yard line.
From the gun, Murray. Right side, it's Hamler pulling it in. The Browns on third down. The perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at third and a few inches. He sets to throw it. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. The ball comes out and picked up by the Chargers. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Got inside the 35 to the 34.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. To throw is Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble. And a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team game over personal protection.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal at the
Kamara. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They'll run it with Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
brings up 3rd and goal.
Check 13. Check 13. He's checking. Crash.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And this time he is in. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. With his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get in the field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got an open man, it's Schwartz. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Eluding the pressure right. Murray has the first down and more. And down to the 27-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Murray. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Here's Murray. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Trey Burton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And we are tied here in the second quarter.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the the second half of this AFC divisional round.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And some room to run now. Powering his way forward.
Come on, bring it, David, bring it!
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville. He has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
Going after right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Drive about to get started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Murray off play action. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Turn to Sanders, finding room at the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football. Caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray.
That swung out wide to Sanders.
And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it complete to Perkins. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. On 1st down, Sanders. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. A good run got 7 on 1st, 2nd and 3. Murray now. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it'll be third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kyler Murray, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz with the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the third.
28 all. Jack Fox set to kick off.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They run it again with Kamara. And that's going to be good for the Chargers' first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he works free. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 20. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Quick slant here to Smith. Touchdown! Smith, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence.
This is caught at the 20. And he'll be taken down deep into Charger territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
6 brings up 2nd and 4.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Four yards remain for second down. Play fake. Murray. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. In need of a conversion on third down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Browns on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, it's Sanders. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
The Charger drive about to get going. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Kamara gets it again on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Chargers on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. Deep ball for Goodwin.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Kamara trying the right side. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Jackson. Flush to his right. And past the 30 before he's out of bounds. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Start down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On the counter, here's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now here's Goodwin with it on the jet sweep. He's to the 10, and he's in for a Charger touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score 42. Joey Slye set to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round. They need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Murray's throw pulled in by Schwartz.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Only needing 2 yards on second down.
To throw, it's Murray. Eluding the pressure right.
This pass caught by Hamler.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And they'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second and 11 now. Murray. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Need something for deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very low. Complete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Murray's got to have this one.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here. The Charger drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that.
I'm here all day.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That's caught inside the 20.
You thought you had it.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
What's the score? Joey Slye set to kick off.
Joey Slye now to kick off after the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Browns drive about to get started. They knew this would be tough on the road, divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. First down, Murray. Steps away to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Murray, escaping the pressure right. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll find his deep for Ayuk. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Throwing again, Murray. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz there to make the grab. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. What's good on the extra point? And the lead will be cut down to 14.
49, Browns 35.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle up.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Chargers. Marquise Goodwin. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Chargers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now for the point after. And they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Murray, one final try. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 39.